Hello, everyone. This is Leah Wilson. I am the Marketing Communications Manager for Trimble Water. Welcome to today's webinar on non-revenue water solutions. I'd like to take a moment to introduce today's presenter, Rami Naber, who is a Product Manager for Trimble Water. Rami has more than 10 years of experience in the water utility industry and has solid knowledge of GIS mapping technologies, high-precision GNSS GPS data collection, work management, as well as field and mobile productivity solutions. A recorded version of this webinar will be made available in a follow-up email. This is a 30-minute session. The last 5 minutes will be available to answer questions. Please type your questions in the space provided. At the end of the webinar, you will have the opportunity to request a demo. You may also always contact us via trimblewater.com. Rami, over to you.
Thank you, Leah, and thanks everyone for joining us today. In this webinar, I will start by providing a quick overview of our building blocks for smart water management, all centered around our software platform, Trimble Unity. Then review the non-revenue water industry challenges and go over how we address these challenges and the benefits our Trimble Unity non-revenue water solution offers. So Trimble Water offers innovative solutions and tools that support smart water management and target key industry challenges. Almost every aspect of utility operations and asset management depend on accurate data on utility network assets. We offer integrated solutions providing the tools and built-in workflows to accurately capture 3D positions of network assets, keeping the asset repository and GIS up to date and accurate, as it is the foundation for asset management. And then from that foundation, utilities can conduct asset maintenance, condition assessment, and repair activities, also empowering field technicians with the data and tools they need to streamline field operations and workforce productivity and gather key data used for reporting, regulatory compliance, and capital planning. Then move to proactive asset performance monitoring using our software platforms integrated with the Trimble Telog family of IoT wireless data recorders and sensors to monitor things like water level, flow, pressure, including pressure transients or water hammers and leakage detection. So ultimately, having an accurate GIS, operational data, and real-time monitoring technologies, including alarm and event management, enables utilities to leverage advanced workflows and analytics solutions to measure and improve asset performance, reducing operations costs, improving public health and safety, all of which can be realized using our Trimble Unity software platform. So Trimble Unity is a GIS-centric cloud and mobile software. It offers a suite of applications and tools to support smart water management efforts. The product focuses on workflows and business process improvement with the added benefit of collecting better information for decision-making and regulatory compliance. It is built on the Esri technology, providing seamless integration with the Esri GIS platform. And the software consists of a web application used typically by office supervisors and dispatchers to plan, dispatch, and manage work assignments and monitor for asset performance. And also a mobile software that we built with the field technicians in mind, with a simple user interface and action-driven workflows, providing the tools needed for field technicians to improve their productivity in the field. And then the mobile software works also on various platforms. So it supports Windows, iPhones, iPads, and Android phones and tablets. It also works offline, so when there's no internet connectivity, field technicians can still do their work, have full access to their GIS while they're offline or during emergencies. So water loss is a major issue for all utilities. It's a valuable resource, and with drought conditions and water stress, utilities have to maximize their use of this limited resource. Uh, Water is expensive to treat and distribute and pump. Aging infrastructure in water distribution systems result in the leakage of significant amounts of treated water each year, costing billions of dollars for water utilities worldwide. And utilities often react to large leaks and water main bursts instead of addressing small leaks before they cause infrastructure damage and contribute to much higher repair costs. Also, many utilities have extremely limited visibility into the operation of their distribution system or the condition of their water networks. Without visibility into system performance or condition of underground pipes, utilities typically base their analysis and preventive infrastructure replacement on age instead of prioritizing network upgrades based on highest needs or risk. So also the last one of the last challenges here I have is main bursts or breaks events are easy to understand by citizens and by customers. We see them all the time on media outlets, and recurring events can impact the reputation and overall rating of a utility. I took this graphic from the AWWA water audit method document, which explains the difference between revenue and non-revenue water. So the non-revenue water that has been produced, but either it hasn't been billed by authorized consumption or lost before it reaches customers. Losses can be apparent losses due to theft or metering inaccuracies, or real losses due to leakage on water transmission and distribution pipelines, or on storage tanks that overflow. And our non-revenue water solution is focused on real losses. And some of the methods used in the industry to reduce real losses are proactive leak detection and repair, pressure management, SCADA and remote monitoring, and DMA analysis and control. So some of the benefits, the key benefits realized from our non-revenue water solution, we help customers reduce real losses and non-revenue water by proactively detecting and fixing leaks while they're small, even underground leaks that can go unnoticed for a real long period of time. Also, being able to pinpoint and fixing small underground leaks, monitoring and optimizing water pressure will reduce the risk of developing main breaks and reducing large amount of water losses and service interruption, and reduce the high repair costs. Repairing small leaks typically cost 1/5 of the cost of repairing main breaks. And also by reducing main breaks, we can reduce the risk of causing major infrastructure and collateral damages. And the solution help reduce the cost of leak investigations and repair activities by streamlining field operations and improving efficiencies while managing system leaks. And ultimately having better data on water network performance and condition will aid in making informed decisions when planning for capital improvement and pipe replacement. So a comprehensive non-revenue water strategy requires a combination of pressure management, leak detection, prevention, and response. And our end-to-end non-revenue water solution leverages our IoT, Telog hardware, and Trimble Unity software with pre-configured workflows to address the non-revenue water challenges. And the solution is focused on three main elements. One is proactive pressure monitoring and leak detection. Two, streamlined leak investigation and repair activities. And three, providing insights into operational performance. And I will provide a quick overview of each of those elements. Starting with leak detection, monitoring and detection. So leaks can be remotely detected using our Telog LDR32 wireless, cellular-based and battery-operated acoustic sensors. The plug-and-play sensors are placed at key points across the water system, typically 3 to 5 sensors per mile of pipe, depending on material and diameter of the pipe. And they effectively monitor the network for signs of leakage by collecting data continuously across and correlating readings between adjacent points on the network using the GIS data and provided parameters. And this continuous correlation-based leak detection method enables the sensors to identify very small leaks on the system, not yet detectable by surveys or noise loggers. The LDR32 works with a wide range of pipe material and diameters. The sensors can be deployed as a fixed leak detection system to provide an early warning to water utility for large leaks on transmission mains or small service leaks anywhere on the network. And as the data is captured and analyzed, Trimble Unity displays these leak alerts and locations of those leaks on the map, and they can then analyze, and work orders are planned and dispatched for leak investigations and repairs. Now, note that we will be scheduling a webinar early next year that will be focused on our leak detection technology and solution as well, and we'll go over the details. In addition to identifying and responding to leaks in the water distribution system, monitoring and optimizing water pressure throughout the network is a key element in reducing leaks and main breaks. So wireless pressure monitoring instruments such as our advanced Telog 32 series wireless recorder telemetry units, or RTUs, can be permanently deployed on the water network or on critical points and on PRVs, providing another important component for a complete non-revenue water strategy. Sudden spikes in pressure can damage assets on the network, especially in areas of high risk with older infrastructure. And the RTUs are capable of capturing and storing the waveform of pressure transients that are detected on the network at a high resolution configurable sampling rate of up to 256 samples per second. Alarms can also be configured to trigger automatically when configured pressure thresholds are reached, providing visibility into the performance of the network and reducing the risk of infrastructure failure. And also the pressure data that's collected can be used to calibrate hydraulic models to support optimizing water pressure and reducing stress on the water infrastructure. So many utilities survey their distribution system for leakage year-round as part of their leakage management program. And Trimble Unity offers simple-to-use, out-of-box workflows to streamline leak surveying, documenting survey findings, and supporting planning for leak repair activities. Utilities can leverage the all-in-one Trimble Unity Leak Locator mobile kit, which combines advanced acoustic detection principles with the power of cloud processing to achieve accurate leak correlation and location. So bundled with an Android smartphone, the mobile kit provides utility crews with easy-to-use tools they need for efficient surveying and leak detection out in the field. So with the mobile kit, utilities can send their crews out to pinpoint the locations of a leak identified by the wireless leak detection system, or to perform leak surveys in areas determined to be high risk for leakage. And also for utilities that already invested in mobile leak detection systems, they can still leverage and their investment and use Trimble Unity to record leak surveying and findings and plan repair activities. And then to leak investigations and repair. So alarms, work orders can be dispatched from leak alarms that come in from the leak detection system, or from customers that call in and report for leakage. Those work orders can be dispatched out to the field where field technicians can perform the investigation and record all their findings, capture leak information, location, severity, and document if there's any third-party liability damages can be documented, and take any photos and videos as part of their investigation. Then scheduling, once the investigation is done, the same crew can go ahead and perform repairs, or they can schedule repair activities after the investigations by creating work orders on leak surveys performed out to the field, or on leak investigations, and then dispatch those out to the field for repairs. And field technicians, repair field crews will go ahead and will get their assignments. They go on site and they'll have full access to the information about the leak, the trigger of that leak, whether it was triggered by or detected by the leak detection system or reported by a customer. They'll be able to perform a valve isolation tracing to isolate that water main break, determine what valves need to be turned off, what customers are impacted, and what hydrants are impacted by the shutoff, if a shutoff is required. Performing a valve isolation tracing will require good GIS data and a geometric network as well. And then they would document the asset condition, the leak cause, and take an accurate location of the exact location of the leak, which can be used later for analysis. So in this case, some of our customers use the R1 or R2 GNSS receivers, GPS receivers, to collect an accurate location of leaks. And then document all the repair details, including cleanup, any disinfections used, the type of material used to perform the repairs. We've also included a calculator built in that can calculate the total water loss. That's based on the time duration of the leak, the size of the leak, and the pressure. It'll automatically calculate it, and that information can be used for reporting. And then leverage the capabilities of Trimble Unity to take photos and videos and markup photos as well, and attach all of that into the repair activities and the leak event. And then all that data gathered in Trimble Unity is utilized to improve operational insights with built-in interactive operational dashboard providing key performance indicators on the number of active leak events on the system, the total water loss, how many customers impacted, what type of assets are leaking, and the restoration performance. Also, PDF reports can be generated automatically to summarize leak events occurring on the system and managed in the system. Also, over time, leak repair investigation activities and all that history that's captured can be used to create heat maps highlighting for areas on the network at high risk for leakage. This data can be correlated with pressure transients and pressure data and asset age to assist in making informed decisions about whether sections of the network requires full replacement or localized repair. And then to summarize, to recap, Trimble Unity offers an all-in-one comprehensive solution for water utilities seeking to prevent service interruptions caused by leakage and main breaks, significantly reduce non-revenue water loss and associated costs, and providing insights into asset and operational performance to support informed decision making and to prioritize infrastructure repair and replacement. So with that, I'll open it up to questions. Let me open the question panel here. Okay, so which type of loggers do you install on AC pipes? I'm assuming you're talking about the leak detection loggers or leak detection sensors. We have hydrophones that can be used on AC pipes to detect leaks, and typically we recommend about 3 to 5 sensors per mile of pipe. Okay, in terms of the accuracy, there is a question on the accuracy of the leak detection. There's many factors that impact the accuracy of leak detection, including the accuracy of the GIS data, so the length of pipelines being monitored, the condition of the pipes, the information provided about the diameter and the material. But typically, we're looking at 1% of the distance between the leak detection sensors. So that should get you in the 3 to 4 feet accuracy. And then from there, you could use the mobile kit or a ground listening mic to be able to pinpoint the location of the leak. The life expectancy of these sensors. So if we're talking about the pressure recording telemetry units, it all depends how often they send the data back, so how often they sample and send the data back. But on an average, both the leak detection and pressure recorders, they last 3 to 5 years of battery. Is the leak detection and monitoring system compatible with the CityWorks program? So Trimble Unity has APIs that allow us to integrate with enterprise asset management systems. And yes, we've done integrations with CityWorks and other systems. And Trimble Unity can be used to monitor performance of assets and leakage. And then work orders can be created inside CityWorks to plan repair activities from within CityWorks as the central asset management system. Also, we've integrated the Trimble Unity mobile application with CityWorks, providing enhanced capabilities for high accuracy mapping and visibility into asset performance by being able to see pressure data out in the field using Trimble Unity. So all the work orders created in CityWorks can be dispatched directly to Trimble Unity out in the field. Can this software be integrated with Esri? And the answer is yes. Again, we have various ways of doing this. You could export the data manually from Trimble Unity with various formats, GIS formats, or if the organization has an Esri enterprise license and software and have feature services, we could directly push the data into the feature services, and vice versa. If we can consume feature services from the ArcGIS enterprise software directly into Unity. How prone is the leak detection is to false alarms? So we'll cover that in details in the more details in the leak detection webinar. But we have algorithms that will filter false alarms, and will have to monitor, take multiple samples before it confirms a leak. And we could talk about that in more details. Is the solution subscription-based? Yes. So Trimble Unity is, in terms of work management capabilities, is subscription-based, user by named user. And for the remote monitoring, leakage detection, and pressure monitoring, it's a subscription based on the number of monitoring sites. Would you have a recording for people who attended? Yes, as Leah mentioned earlier in the webinar, we will be providing a recording to this session for everybody who attended.
Rami, there's another question that snuck up here earlier. The difference between acoustic and hydrophonic sensors. What is the difference?
So the acoustic sensors are they attach to the pipelines. They're magnets and attach to the pipelines and listens to the signature of leakage via vibration and acoustic. And then the hydrophonic sensors will require tapping to the water column. So within a fitting on the pipeline, and it has to be touching the water column to be able to detect leaks. It's more accurate. Hydrophonic sensors are typically used for PVC and plastic pipes. And then acoustic sensors or vibration sensors can be used on metal pipes. All right.
There's been a couple of questions. I don't think you answered this. The battery life of the sensor?
I did. That's 3 to 5 years of battery life. Yeah, that was a repeated question. How does the pressure monitoring system remain active during cell phone and interruptions causing cell and internet interruptions? So the pressure monitoring RTUs, they sample, so we can configure how often you want them to sample, for example, once a second or sub-second, and then how often you want them to record. So they have internal memory that records all of the data. And then based on the schedule that we configure, the call schedule, let's say we configure it to call once a day, it'll send all the last 24 hours worth of data to the cloud. Or if we have alarms configured and an alarm threshold is met, those are smart RTUs. They will automatically detect that alarm and then we'll send the data and call. So the calls are only made upon either based on a schedule or based on alarms. And if there's a connectivity issue, at the time it'll retry. Can we attach to the hydrant or just pipe? In terms of the pressure recorders, we have both options to underground installations on the water mains, and we have hydrant installations. The HPR 32 allow us to install those on the hydrant. In terms of the leak detection, we have underground installation at the moment. Can the data be sent on an on-premise data center? The answer is yes, we do have options for that through our APIs. It'll require our professional services team to discuss options with you to figure out how do we integrate with the on-premise solutions you have. There's another question. Can Unity monitor flow? I'm assuming this question is related to monitoring flow for the purpose of analyzing potential water loss on DMAs. So the Talog RTUs can be connected to various flow meters to monitor flow data. And this data can also be brought into Trimble Unity and displayed in Trimble Unity. We have the capabilities to perform calculations and analysis on the flow data, especially if you have consumption data as well, where we can perform water balance and determine and account it for water. Can the acoustic sensor sit in the valve instead of exposing pipeline? Yes. The installations that can be installed inside valve pits or inside the we have also external antennas for underground installations as well. Does the pressure sensor monitor for transients all the time, and what is the impact on the battery life? It is, and depending on the sampling rate that that is configured. So the highest, if you configure it to sample always at 256 samples per second, yes, it will impact battery life. And we have information in our data sheets about what's the expected battery life depending on the sampling rate that's configured. All right.
Rami, that's actually all the time we have for today. For the questions that did not get answered, we will reach out to you directly to answer your question. Thank you for joining us today. At the close of this, a question will pop up asking you if you would like a demo. Simply answer yes, and someone will contact you shortly. You may also contact us via our website, trimblewater.com. For those of you asking about the leak detection webinar, you will be receiving an email to register for that. Thank you for your time today. Have a good one.